Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today, my arms, I just realized they're up, but today we are talking about a trailer that has come out today, and it is the War for the Planet of the Apes. It does not fit with the rest of the titles. It would seem it would be War of the Planet of the Apes, but I think War of the Planet of the Apes, like it kind of, it assumes that like the planet is just apes, so I think they wanted to go for War for the Planet, because this war is for the whole Earth. Like whoever wins this war is going to take over the Earth, basically. So everybody is releasing trailers now. Everybody, the Transformers trailer just came out, and most importantly, the SpiderMan trailer just came out last night. And what happened was I watched SpiderMan last night, and I did a whole video on it, and I basically was, into the Spider-Man hype. So when they released it, everybody's releasing these trailers, by the way, because Star Wars. Everybody wants their trailer in front of Star Wars Rogue One because it's such a big audience that all the sci-fi trailers and all the trailers that we're into are coming out like right now. So like that's like a good thing and also a bad thing, because it's a bad thing because I woke up this morning and I saw War for the Planet of the Apes in my sub box on YouTube, and I watched it and I was kind of let down, and I wasn't disappointed. It just wasn't as good as a trailer as I thought it would be, and it was kind of like it was in the shadow, I guess you could say, of Spider-Man Homecoming, because that trailer, like I said, just came out last night. So like I was really hyped about that, and then like nobody really knew this was happening, so it kind of just got like overshadowed by everybody. Like nobody even really cared, but I cared enough to make a video on it. So I wanted to talk about what I thought, because it wasn't the best. It wasn't. I don't know if it was the trailer or if it was like the actual plot or what's going to happen, so I guess I'll just start talking. So in the title of the movie, you kind of get a sense of what the plot is going to be. It's going to be another war, and I never really put that together. I just thought it was a cool title, but when I saw the trailer, it showed the humans versus the apes. This one's for all, all the money. It's like whoever wins is going to take over the Earth, and I was kind of like, that's like the main thing I had a problem with, because Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the last one, the second one in the series, in the trilogy, it was basically the same thing. Like, it was just, these survivors from the ape apocalypse, and like he was, like the human guy was trying to make, bargains with Caesar and the apes, and they kind of, and then it just ended up to a big battle. But I guess that was a battle, and this is the war, so I guess it's not really the same thing, but it is like the same thing. You got the same protagonist kind of characters. Woody Harrelson is playing like the villain, I guess, if you look at it from the apes perspective, and that's like what basically they're saying is like the apes are the heroes, because if like you really look at the apes, they're kind of like, they want, like Caesar even said in the trailer that he's offered them peace and he didn't start the war, so they're trying to make it clear that he and the apes are the good guys. And you can see Woody Harrelson's character in the trailer holding a picture of like a little kid, which is probably his son, which most likely died, because I've seen so many movies that I know probably what's going to happen. Everybody really knows. Like his son probably died because of the apes, and he wants revenge on them, and he wants the humans. So like he kind of has a clouded vision, sort of, because of the loss of his kid. So it's basically just going to be the humans versus the apes, and the humans have the clouded judgment, and it's just like it's like I said, it's kind of like the same thing, so that's kind of what I was disappointed about. So we do see returning favorites. We see Caesar, and we see, what are their names? I should have bothered to look up their names before this, but we see, other apes that we've seen before in the past films, and it's like, I don't know, because when you see these characters, they're basically just doing the same thing. And I don't know if it's like because the apes don't have like a way of thinking to do something else. Like in the last movie, they were using bow and arrows, or like spears. They were using spears in the beginning, and like in this one, they're using bows. So it's like you don't really see a progression. Like even like with human movies, I should say, like Captain America or Avengers or whatever. I'm just trying to compare it to. You can do basically whatever you want, what like the human brain can think of, because that's what another human in the movie can do. Really, is what I'm trying to say. So like humans in the movies are as smart as us, but like apes, they don't really know how to progress. Like, and it would even be that cool if they started like building their own houses and tract homes, and like started shopping at stores. Like I don't think that would even be cool. So I think they wanted to keep the apes more like feral, I guess you could say. But I think that the main problem I had was like everything seems the same. Like not just the plot. Like that was like the last part of this video, but this part is like about the characters and just about like the way the film looks. It's the same forest, it's the same like battle scenes. There's just a helicopter thrown in there now, and like I don't really know how I feel about that, but I don't know what else I could do in the situation, put into like the writer's situations. Like I don't know how I could write it better, and because sometimes, like not all the times, but sometimes when I'm watching a movie, I could think of a little better thing that could have helped the movie, but like not all the time. I'm not trying to say I could write better movies than like professional people, but like you guys have probably had those moments in the theaters where you're like, oh well, that should have happened, and I think that would have been better. But like in this like case, I'm saying I think it could have been better, but I have no idea how. I don't. So maybe it couldn't even be better. So I think that like they kind of just wanted to get to this movie. Like this is just like the big battle scene. Like this is like all these movies. It seems to be like it's like you only find this with a few movies. It was like the MCU, but like wait, but the MCU was a big one of these. But it's like each movie was a part of a movie, and like Rise of the Planet of the Apes is like the first set of the movie, the first part, and then Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was a big battle scene in the middle. And then you have the War for the Planet of the Apes, which is like the end battle scene, I think. So it's like going to be like the big epic at the end, like the Chitauri fight or the Doomsday fight, or like like the main fights, like the Suicide Squad Enchantress fight at the end with El Diablo and her brother, the Enchantress's brother. So this is going to be like the big climax of the big movie. But like I said, with the MCU, it was like Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, like 6 movies in like that one movie, like kind of thing. Like if you put them all together, they would kind of work as a movie, but not really because they have different characters and different settings. But like this one really is like trying to like, but this one really makes sense about what I'm saying because it has the same characters and the same kind of plot and the same kind of everything, so it kind of works together as like one big film. So overall, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. I wasn't like wowed by it, and I'm not really wowed by a lot of first trailers. So we'll have to wait for like the Super Bowl for like the next big one. That's like when the Spider-Man, like the next Spider-Man trailer is coming out too. So that's when I would expect another one of the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or War for the Planet of the Apes trailers to come out. So I don't know. I don't want to give my full opinion. I just want to give my full opinion of the trailer. The trailer wasn't that good. It kind of just seems like a little like tweaked version of the second movie. So I guess that's kind of what I thought about it. If you guys want to go look at it, because you probably haven't seen it, because a lot of people haven't seen it for some weird reason. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it, come back, comment, and tell me what you thought about it. And then tell me if you agree with like what I'm saying, because if you guys watch the trailer, then you guys have watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and that's like a big sci-fi movie in the community. Like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Star Trek, they're not superhero movies, but they do have like a sci-fi like feeling to them, and they do sell like action figures at comic book stores of these movies, so they're kind of part of like the culture. So that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.